has to go to P&Z and
Okay,
council,
so it
it's
has-
gonna do
I
that.
mean, I'd be happy to go help,
Well,
meet with him if he wants me
there's
to, and look, but I'd hate for him to have to go back to P&Z.
It would ultimately, under the zoning ordinance, be Marvin's discretion to an extent, but there are conditions and specific things that say this is not a minor modification. And one of those is increasing the problems with circulation, safety, and utilities. And I think what I'm hearing Marvin say, and I tend to agree, is that this poses at least a potential problem for an increase of, or problems with circulation or safety. So I would lean towards, and it sounds like Marvin is, that this would need, by your rules, to go back through the process.
And then if you chose to, so if he goes with parallel parking, he can move forward. If not, then we need to go back to P&Z.
He's already got approval for parallel.
He's already got approval for parallel.
And Long's is a busy street. It's a major, thoroughfare, and so those cars have to come on the traffic, enter traffic, and then come back onto your property. Whereas if it's just parallel parking, they can go straight and parallel park. They never have to enter Long at all.
They would have to.
They still have to.
Not if it's parallel.
Imagine there are two cars parked already on the parallel parking. So it's gonna be really hard for that person to get into parallel parking.
I mean, they're gonna have to go and then revert, do a U-turn.
Yes.
To do it properly, otherwise we're going the wrong way.
If that's the case, then we're not really changing anything.
When you come out of the
Doesn't
drive-through,
affect
you have to
much
go
if
on the
they have to
long,
go on
your
your
long.
Regardless
Yeah.
of parallel parking or diagonal parking, they have to come on Long.
But
and-
there's no way to do straight head in. There's just not enough room.
Straight, there's no room for straight.
Are you hoping to gain additional customer parking over there as well? Is that part of
Probably
the
one.
plan? Okay.
Probably one. We might not even get that because we have to give enough space for them to back a little bit, and
Okay. So, we don't have to decide this tonight. We
No,
can
no.
give them the discretion to go and discuss it and make that decision on
Can
their
I see it
own,
one more
correct?
time?
Sure. Yes, Marvin was looking for direction that you would give on, so it would be helpful if you could guide him and say, whatever you decide, we're okay. Basically, are you okay if the sidewalk disappears or not? And then, yeah, under the ordinance, you would have to consider, does this...
But just another question to help them. So they come over here, then they go against traffic and park in, and now when they back out, they gotta back all the way across these lanes, right? In order to get over there, and you got oncoming traffic that they're backing out into. Which
Yes.
seems problematic on the face of it.
both ways it's going to be problematic, parallel as well as diagonal. So diagonal, they have more space to look on their shoulder towards the oncoming traffic, because this is the lane which comes in. So this is where they can have more visibility.
Yeah. But like here, what they typically would do would just be back out here and then they go head on against traffic again and pull over there, right?
Basically, it'll look like the boulevard, and in front of Boulevard Brew and all of that place. There's no
No kind of-
sidewalk,
yeah.
but there's enough space where you can get on the shoulder and enter and that kind of thing. So that's basically what it's going to be like. So we need to just approve Marvin to move forward with his discretion on whether to...
Well, yeah, I think, Marvin, what you're requesting is direction on the sidewalk in particular. If that sidewalk disappears, does that bother you? And
Well,
beyond
that part
that,
don't, but then this other part becomes a traffic.
But what he's saying and what I saw is it seems like if you've gotta go into the traffic for one style of parking, you're gonna have to go in it for the
Like
other.
this polka dot area, how much?
4 feet.
If so, then
So
it's
that's literally your building?
the danger of the
Okay.
traffic.
So,
Okay, I see what you're saying now, okay.
I'm confused because I thought
Okay,
that was so
so
big
I get
there.
it now. I mean, I totally get it. And I see what you're doing. I just say we approve Marvin to move forward. Yeah, it's not gonna, I think y'all can work through that.
I second her motion. But working through it might mean going back to the P&Z though, if that's not going to change.
But that'll be Marvin's
Right,
decision.
yeah, right.
it wouldn't bother you if that sidewalk disappears? Do you feel like the
No,
back?
I don't know how you're gonna have a sidewalk there anyway. Even with it parallel, I do not know how you can have a sidewalk because they're not gonna have room between the car and the building to go around another car. They have to go out. It's, yeah, just make the most of it in
But
the
if I
safe
make
way.
a modification change diagonal versus parallel, that's not an issue. But the people going out up there and having to turn around is an issue. So how does that work?
I think I understand that's already the condition, is having to go out and turn around. So I would say, I think it would be
It's not
helpful
good,
for Marvin.
no matter
Do you
what.
think the back out parking presents a different situation, safety-wise and circulation-wise, than the parallel? If not, this is a pretty short and
Well,
simple thing, but
Yeah,
you,
to me, it would be safer to have the diagonals go in the opposite direction.
We can do opposite direction, but then if somebody is coming out of the drive-through, they have to turn around, make a U-turn into that diagonal. That was originally I was planning, but I calculated in my mind, if they are coming out of the drive-through, first they make a left turn towards River Oaks Boulevard, then they make a U-turn close to the stop sign.
So you're saying they really don't have to enter traffic?
Nope.
If there's no curb, there's enough space where they literally lock up in front of Boulevard
Yeah.
Brew, and if there's just enough space between the edge of the highway and where the cars slant park
Which people use
to
all the
just
time,
pull in.
right there at
That's
That's
what it's gonna
exactly
be.
what I've been trying to
Yeah.
say. When I
Yes.
saw it,
So
it doesn't
aesthetically,
look like...
it would look nicer if the diagonal is other way around, rather than it's coming from the Long Avenue. Going towards Long Avenue, it will look nicer, but customer has to come out of the drive-through,
Right, right.
go to close to the stop sign, make a U-turn, and then come to the diagonal.
But currently, what I think she is saying is that they could go into this parallel parking
But they can't.
lane
Oh.
without entering Long, but that's not right.
Nope.
It's not,
Yeah.
right.
His building is literally like 2 or 3 feet from that pole. And on the other side of that pole is his exit for...
See, they got
I
into the
guess the
street.
pole is what's confusing me, because to me, it looked like, it never even dawned on me that anybody would go on that street. It looks like you come out that drive-through and that...
Yeah, the power pole, I tried to get it moved from Encore. They charged me $3,000 just to move 4 feet away.
Might be worth it though for insurance sake, because you're gonna be fixing it soon.
No, I know.
Not to be negative, but,
I'm not gonna put
be aware.
bollard against it. I asked them to move it on the other side of the road, but they say, no, we cannot do that. It has to be this certain place, otherwise car can, they don't even have to come on Long Avenue, and they can go straight. And you might know that most of the licenses, car license, get denied because of the parallel parking. So that's why I wanted
And on
to...
the cars though, they
But
can.
people, right, people don't know how to parallel park.
I don't know how to drive period right now.
Well, I still think if he looks
If that-
into it,
Yeah.
If that pole wasn't there, though, what would you
you
do?
need to go back to B and
If
Z.
that pole wasn't there, that they can do the parallel parking right through that,
But would they just turn and not go on the street at all?
no,
And
they'll
then-
go halfway on the street because it's not enough space there.
But could they avoid going in the street at all if that lane
No.
was just open?
No.
Even without the pole?
Because imagine if there's a car parked right here, they have to go around the car.
Yeah, but like if it's like you say though, and they're waiting, you would have them pull up to the first spot, right, and then the next car would pull behind them, and the next one, so.
So back to
I'm-
your decision, we're gonna leave it up to.
I'm confused, but I still think, my personal opinion is that we let Marvin handle it, and Marvin wants to consult with the police chief, the fire chief, public works, or whatever. I think that you guys can make it, and I'll be happy to go with you if you'd like, but I don't have to at all. But I think y'all make a decision, we have to go back to B and Z.
I think we need to sit and talk and get their blessing.
Yeah, we can do the meeting over there physically if you see it, then it will make more sense than in theory.
Well, I thought it did when I was out there, but.
Obviously not, Marvin.
I need to pay
That's
attention
me.
while y'all were out there looking at it.
That's me, I mean, it just.
I'm a